Welcome to the channel. I'm Stacy, and my goal here is to help you to be front of house ready for your worship services. Today we're going to be focusing on parts, and more specifically, parts for the song Only King Forever by Elevation Worship. This is a bit of an older one, but I've been wanting to add it to the channel for the last year or so, and I finally made it happen. We're going to be in the key of C at 139 beats per minute. That's where you're going to want your click at. But if you are setting this up on your pedal board, I ran it at 69 beats per minute, which is half. That way my dotted eighth delays repeats would land at the right spots. Getting right into it, we're going to be fretting our G string on the 5th fret. I have on the tabs marked out 4 different 8-count actions. We're going to be just picking fast and hanging out on the 5th fret. The speed is something like this. So not quite tremolo picking, but it's still pretty fast. But we're going to do an 8-count hanging out, fretting the C at the 5th fret. And then the next 8-count, we're going to be bending it up to a D note from the 5th fret. We're going to bend it up to a D. I got to train my ear a little bit to hear those a little bit better, but it's going to be moving up for an 8-count and then moving back down for the next 8-count. And then the final 8-count, it's going to go up and back down within the 8-count. Once we've concluded that, we're going to slide this up, and then we're going to start playing the part that's going to repeat a couple more times in the song. The G at the 12th fret, the 10th, the 9th, come up to the 14th, the 9th, the 10th, the 9th again. We do that whole thing twice. So once we start, we're going to be swelling in also for that first 8-count on the 5th fret G string. We'll be swelling in for that, and then start the bend for the 8-count, bend it up, bend it down for the 8-count, and then bend it up and back down. All with the same lead tone, and then slide it up to our 12th fret, 10th, 9th, 14th, 9th, 10th, 9th. Do that part twice, and then we slide it from the 9th fret to the 12th fret. And for that, I kicked on my more ambient preset, and that way it helped to carry it in to the verse section. With all the effects, I'll go ahead and run through it. The intro will sound like this with the swell and the whole 9 yards. All right, here we go. That part is going to repeat 2 more times in the song as a turnaround and as the outro. Coming out of that, we're going to be into our first verse section. And for this one, the first half of the verse we're out. And that's why I kicked on that ambient trail to kind of give a little bit of space in there. And then when we do come in, we're going to be fretting the G at the 12th, the 10th, the 9th. And then we're going to strike the D string at the 10th, hammer onto the 12th, the G at the 9th, the G at the 10th, and then the 9th again. And then we do that one more time, hammer on the 10th to the 12th on the D, fret the G at the 9th, and then now we're going to bar the G and the B at the 10th and strike that. That's going to take us into our first chorus. And with all the effects, the part we do for that verse section will sound like this. Now we're into our first chorus, and every chorus is the same. The first two choruses that we do, they run through the progression 2 times, and then the final one, we run through it once. So the progression is this. So we're going to bar our B and high E at the 8th. We're going to strike it 3 times, and then we stay on the high E on the 8th, and then the B at the 10th for 2, and then the barred notes again for 2. And then we have this quick little 2 strikes that are close, a pause, and then a 3rd strike. And that's going to be the pattern for all of these things. So it's going to be like this. That's going to be hanging out here on our C chord. And then we're going to come up to the 13th fret, and we're going to bar those. That's going to be for an F. We're going to do the same repeat, the same pattern, but this time we're going to hit the 15th, so 13th fret, and then the 15th on the B string, and we hit that 1 time. No, we hit it 2 times. So 1, 2, 3, 3 times on the 13th fret. 2 with the 15th and the 13th on the B and high E. The B and high E again. And then this time we're going to fret the B on the 13th, the G on the 14th. And then it has those 2 close, slight pause in the 3rd. Come back down, we're doing the exact same thing on the 8th fret to the 10th. And then this time, this is the final pass on the chorus. We repeat it, but this is the final pass for the measure. So this time we're going to be 13th fret, staying barred on that. We run through this whole thing 2 times for this chorus, for the next chorus, but then only 1 time for the final chorus. I'm going to run through it 1 time so you can see how all the parts come together with the effects, and it'll sound like this. Once we come out of that, we're going to be into that turnaround. So that's going to be the same as our intro part. And then we're going to be in our next verse section. Our next verse is slightly different. So we're going to be starting it similar. The G at the 12th, the 10th, the 9th. And then there's a pause. And then it's going to be 9, 10, 9. And then we're going to come down and we're going to bar the D, G, and B strings on the 5th fret. We're going to palm mute and strike the D string twice, and then strike all of those strings together. And then we're going to fret the B string on the 6th fret. So we're still barring the D and G on the 5th. And then we're going to bar the D and G string on the 5th fret, strike that 8 times. And then the D on the 5th, the G on the 7th. And for that one, I only hit it 7 times, and that gave me time to get out of it and then get ready to start our next chorus. With all the effects, that part will sound like this. After that, we have another chorus. It's going to be exactly the same as the first one we did. It's going to end a little different. And so I'll go through that as we go into the bridge. So for the bridge, we're going to be fretting the B string at the 15th, the 13th, and then the G at the 16th. We're going to strike the 15th and the 13th on the B 8 times each, the G on the 16th 16 times. We're going to repeat that 5 times total. So going into that bridge, I kicked on my ambient preset, and then there's these cool, picky, scrapey sounds that we're going to make. I just turned my pick against the strings, perpendicular, and just scraped it, rubbing it all over, and just listening for all the cool stuff that would come out. And with that ambient effect, it just kind of has a really cool, the way that it overlaps is pretty neat. So anyway, we're going to go into it. We're going to do the pick effect. It's kind of like that, only with all the ambient effects, it'll sound good. And then we're going to be into these single note lines, 8 times on the 15th, 8 on the 13th, 16 on the 16th fret G string. We're going to run through that whole thing 5 times. The first time I use my ambient preset, and then you hear the band start to build. And then I kick on to the main preset that I use for the verses and chorus and really started digging in. 4 more times. And then once we've gone through that, all those passes, then we're going to fret the G at the 14th fret, the B at the 13th, the G at the 16th. And it's going to be for that 16 count. And then at the end, we're going to bend that up a half step from a B note to a C note. And with all the effects going out of the previous chorus into the bridge, and then the bridge parts, I'll play all that with the effects. It'll sound like this. You want to do that bend a little earlier than you think. In prepping for this part on the tutorial, I went through it a couple of times and I bent it just a little bit too late and the note just got absorbed in the ambience and you couldn't hear it. So just bend it a little bit sooner than you think so that it does get picked up by the delay trails. And then coming out of that, we're going to be building into our final chorus. And there wasn't a rhythm part or a building part for the lead guitar. There was just the rhythm parts on the tracks. And so I thought it would be appropriate if we came up here and played this D-shaped inversion C chord. I started palm muting and then just increasing my pick attack and letting off the palm as it went. So we're going to be the D string on the 10th fret, the G at the 12th, the B at the 13th. That's a C chord. And then we're going to lift the ring finger off the G and fret the D and G on the 10th, the B on the 13th, and that's going to be an F chord. So we'll be building into that, and it'll sound like this. Let's see, actually coming out of that last piece with that bend. Then we'll be into the final chorus. we'll go through that one time through that chord progression, and then we reprise that intro part for one pass. I hope you found this one helpful. If you did, subscribe and hit that like button for good measure. If you'd like the resources for this song, you'll find them at a link in the description box below. There's also a free download that has the Sunday Starter Pack for HX Stomp and Helix. Both packs include 2 free presets for each platform. Both packs include the tabs reference chart, and then the HX Stomp download also includes a MIDI controller guide if you're using a MIDI controller to control your HX Stomp. All right, I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you in the next one.